You wrote a new album.
I wrote a new album, Joe got us a new rehearsal room.
That seems like an even
That's how
split.
it works.
The royalties were split evenly, aren't
They are.
Yeah, good.
Because I'm a nice guy.
Hello, you're watching NME with me, Jordan Bassett, here with Blossoms. How are you doing, guys?
Very well.
Good.
In this Matrix-like room.
Right, yeah, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Yeah. They'll put some green screen behind us, put some like palm trees or something.
Oh, will they?
Yeah.
Sound.
Well, what you? He didn't nod. So, cool like you. How are you feeling?
Cool, like you.
Fuck me.
I'm not cool. They know that.
But we're in the
Excited.
best place we've been at as a band, do you know what I mean?
Really?
Because we'll have like 2 albums to play live, do you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
sometimes when you've been playing just one album for the best part of like 1.5 years sort of thing, you kind of itch to play new stuff.
Right,
so
yeah.
in that sense, like, and the fact do you know what I mean, we've made it to 2 albums, it's kind of like, we never started the band to get a record deal and do them kind of things. It all started just like, because there was nothing to do in Stockport.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, to be 2 albums in, it's kind of like, we're always after that longevity, so it just feels like we're starting the...
Did you expect to get here?
I think so, yeah, but you kind of never really... We don't like become obsessed on it, we kind of just take every day as it comes, as you would say.
Yeah.
But I've always been confident in the songs and us as a band, and do you know what I mean? We all get on. They're the 3 main things you need, aren't you?
Right,
to be like successful, I suppose. But yeah, we're feeling great.
So Cool Like You, it's a very sort of ambitious sounding album. It's very big.
Have you heard it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. Lots of like big synths and like big choruses. You're a band that you've kind of always been kind of characterised by ambition. You've always talked about that, and like naked ambition.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of rare. Like a lot of bands like to sort of feign apathy and pretend that they're sort of, you know, it's just about the music and whatever happens.
Lotharios.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Don't want to play to over 200 people.
No, we've never been like that, probably because of what we was brought up on and listening to the interviews and the way them kind of bands are. Like, so we always say the same ones, obviously Oasis, like Arctic Monkeys, Stone Roses, them kind of bands. It's kind of like, it was always the sky's the limit. It was never understood why you would ever want to be small, do you know what I mean?
Especially with like a little taste of it, do you know what I mean? When you have like a taste of like a big gig or...
Yeah, you say you're the opening act, support act, you think, oh, I want to be the main band and have these people singing them songs back. And from a songwriting point of view, I've always been influenced from them big choruses, like you said, and that's always like the benchmark, and songs that bring people together to sing along to, and soundtrack anything, like a festival, a wedding. You know, like ABBA comes on at a wedding, doesn't it? And everyone loves it. It's like that kind of thing is what we're after. So the fact you said that is what we want you to take from it.
So there was like a little bit of like synthiness in the first album, and it's really kind of like you've exploded
Embraced it.
Embraced it.
Fully hugged this in.
Yeah, it's like a natural evolution though, isn't it? Like, from when we first started, you kind of use what you've got, don't you? Like, we only had guitars and a Hammond organ, so I was still writing synth lines on like a shitty Casio at home.
Right.
And then we'd take it to the yard where we rehearsed, and like Miles would play it on a Hammond organ because that's all we had. Like, we didn't have any money to buy any synths, and we didn't really explore the world of synths until we started recording with James Skelly. And he kind of, obviously he's experienced in it, and he grew up, he was born in like 1981, so obviously he's been around all them kind of big synth 80s tunes, as have we, through like video games like GTA Vice City and all that, and parents' record collections and just being a fan of music.
Yeah. So is this the kind of album you would have made first time around if you had the resources to do it, or was this a conscious thing of like, let's make an even bigger album?
I think it was more like, let's make a bigger album. I think even though the first one, it was like done in, like Tom was saying, like sort of 2 halves. But I think
it's hard to say because it's a natural. It is just an evolution, isn't it? So
I don't think I don't think we changed what we did on the first album at all. Do you know what I mean? And then the way this album is turned out sounding is mint, and it's something we're really into as well. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I wouldn't say we'd change anything of what we've done in the past.
If we had the access to it and we knew what they were, we probably would have.
Do you know what? It's if fucking we had an unlimited amount of money to buy the synths. Because that's inevitably that's what it came down to. Do you know what I mean? Them synths are dead expensive and really rare. And it just so happens that we've done all right and we've been able to now purchase.
And we've invested it back into the band. Like, we knew I knew from like a songwriting point of view, when we had the success of the first album, my
Yeah.
first thing was like, fuck, I've got to write more songs, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, yeah, everyone loves us or whatever.
Right.
It was kind of like, I was thinking realistically, like, I need to keep writing. And I had been writing like through the year since before the first album even came out. So I knew I was writing songs, but it was kind of, sometimes it's hard when you've just got an acoustic to kind of hear where something could go. But then the Christmas time, 2016 into the 17, so like 5 months after the first album had come out, that's when we chose to invest in these synths, like, as a band. And I'd have them at my house over Christmas time. Then I demoed like some of the songs I had wrote over the summer. Then I wrote like I Can't Stand It, Cool Like You. And then we demoed them around like Christmas time on these synths, and it kind of sounded like, oh, this sounds like a record now.
Right,
do you know what I mean? So that kind of gave us the spark we needed, that I think a lot of people have with like, when you're a band, you need that, I suppose. And we didn't have any outside pressure saying you need an album for this time.
Right,
it was just because we were like, fucking, this sounds like a record, let's book some studio time in May.
Yeah.
Which we did, and then we built it up over the summer, over like, I think it was 22 days.
22 days it was, yeah.
Like 4 days in May, 4 days
album.
in June.
The deluxe edition with the acoustic.
Yeah, we've done the whole album acoustic as well. So yeah, it's all been like, I hate saying a natural way, it genuinely was.
So was that a case of wanting to kind of capitalise on the sort of the creative energy and the sort of...
I think it was more just capitalise on things that were like, Tom's writing great tunes, which he always does.
We never wanted to be one of them bands who went away for 5 years till the next album came out. We like the bands who put out a lot of stuff. Like even before the first album, we did a lot of EPs, which I think helped the process of evolving because
we could experiment more with different sounds and stuff, and gauge
more and more you write songs, the better you get, and you find what you want and what works for you as a band.
Yeah, and
which makes you tick.
Audience, I suppose, as well. Do you know what I mean?
So the first album was kind of like a second album in a way. We'd released 25 songs. Yeah. So by the third one, it was like, it was just continued off the back of the first, like, you know what I mean?
Rest on your laurels. It's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah, you just got to, and if the juices are flowing, you just got to keep going.
Did you not?
If the juices are flowing, keep going, there you go.
It'll be on the next
third
album.
But
do you not feel a temptation to rest on your laurels a bit and just like kick back and...
Do you know, we had 5 months of that and it was fucking boring.
Well, that was after we finished the album. We've had that since we finished the second album, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So we did the second album in between, like we wrote it and recorded it in between touring the first one, which...
Yeah.
I don't know, some people, it wouldn't be good, but you know, we think we've done a great album. And I didn't write them on tour, like in the back of a tour bus. It was like when I went home for a couple of days, I'd write songs then and build it up. So
it's always better when having a rest once you feel like you've earned it as well.
Yeah, like
enjoy it more,
I've had a bit of time now. I've not wrote as many songs, and I'm kind of getting itchy feet already.
Oh, so you're still been writing?
Still write, yeah, but just not as many as I normally would. Yeah. But I think I've wrote 2 albums, wrote about 50 tunes in like 2.5 years. So it's like you're allowed a few months off.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I read that you played like 150 gigs in a year or something around the first album.
Yeah, that was 2016, and we did something close to that last year as well.
So you're going to take it a bit easier this year?
No.
No, it is compared to that, it is. I mean, that's literally like every other day you're playing. So.
Yeah, that's mad.
It's one of them things that's out of your hands then, because obviously the bigger you get and stuff, the more...
It's like exclusivity over like festivals and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is the first year we played like every man and his dog, whereas this one you kind of...
Great festival.
You kind of do less festivals in a way. But we would, like, we love touring and playing festivals, so we're not like saying, oh, give us less. Like, it's just the way it kind of works.
Did you get close at any point, either last year or the year before, to getting like burnt out with it all?
I'm close now.
That's delirium.
I don't think
this fucking room.
I don't think so. I think, do you know what I mean? We're young lads in a band. We're all best mates. It's like, if you're getting burnt out, you're in the wrong thing, aren't you?
So
I mean, you just got to enjoy it, haven't you?
Do you know, if I was doing this as a job, I'd get burnt out, but it's not a job.
Yeah, we've had other jobs, haven't we? So we know, like, the mundaneness of
what was the worst mundane job that you both had?
We both had.
I worked in a call centre.
We both had a call centre job. McGregor Moore.
Yeah, we left after half a day.
What sort of call centre was it?
Well, I had another one called Weather Seal after that.
But McGregor Moore, you walked in and you had a yellow pages in front of you.
That was a shifty one though.
It was that's what I mean for Scottish, like a Scottish yellow page in front of you. You swing and go, hi, this is Joe calling from McGregor Moore.
It was a script.
You got a nice telephone voice.
Yeah, I never got any sales though. Just wondering if you want any insurance, and he'd be like, who's this? You've called me like 17 times. And I was like, oh God. And then I remember we went out for like a little break going, I can't bother with this. And he's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, got another break in like 2 hours. Should we just jib off then? So I was like, yeah, we'll do it.
Within the next break, we went in, and the guy who was seen to be the boss all the time was like, I'm leaving. Some other guy's going to look after you for the next 15 minutes or so.
Right.
He came in and he was trying to sell weed to everyone. So we were like,
He was. Is that
I
shit?
think it was like, it came out in the newspaper in Stockport that it was like really shifty.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That sounds like a fun job.
You know what's fun? I went on then we went on walk through the park, didn't we? Got a chocky bar.
yeah. But I have had another call centre job shortly after that, which I'd stuck at for a few months, which was
I remember when you went
rubbish.
there.
It was just not good, do you know what I mean?
Was this when you were rehearsing in the scaffolding?
No, this is
yard?
before we was in Blossom.
Oh, then we got
before.
better jobs after that.
Right,
Then we worked
okay.
in the hotel,
The hotel.
which
Right,
was
okay.
good to be fair, do you know what I mean? We had a laugh, like.
It was a boss.
We all
place.
worked, me, Miles and Joe worked there. Do you know what I mean? Joe was our boss, the supervisor.
That was Supervisor Joe. I had a maroon waistcoat.
Joe was
Well,
good
with a
at it.
telephone voice like that, I'm not
Do you know what?
surprised.
I was sick at being a waiter. I was so good.
I wasn't. I
Yeah,
was like,
Tom wasn't.
Tom, you need to smile more, you need to be more polite. I was like, I'm just not arsed, do you know what I mean? Like, would you like any more carrots, madam? You can't imagine me doing that, can
No,
you?
not
With
really.
any sort of conviction.
Me?
Yeah.
Fucking
Joe was
I was
great
dishing
at it.
carrots out, do you know
Yeah,
what I
give
mean?
me more carrots. That's what I'd
Exactly.
say. That's what I'd say. Well, you made the mockumentary, Where Are Blossoms, where you kind of like satirised this whole thing, and the idea of the mockumentary was that the album had been made but shelved, and it all sort of fallen out.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember what everyone was doing.
Joe was an ice cream man.
Oh,
Miles
yes.
has pursued rap on Fire in the Booth.
Fire in the Booth,
Enki.
yeah.
Josh has gone into presenting documentaries about tea.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Charlie's a football mascot, and I'm a recluse in New York.
Yeah, you were doing your like sort of John Lennon thing in,
Yeah.
in New York. Where did the idea for that sort of
I was sat at
documentary come
home after we'd finished the album, and I was kind of like,
We said we needed something, didn't we?
we always wanted to do something different, and we've always been into like making the videos. Like, 'cause that's what I'd try and do if I weren't in a band. I wanted
Right.
to be like a filmmaker or
Right,
editor
yeah.
or something. So then, seeing like 1975 and Taylor Swift deleting social media, but then I was like, well, we're not that big to do. Like, if we did it, no one would give a shit. We're not the fans would, but not to
Yeah.
like the level
Yeah.
of them. So I was like, well, what's our version? I was like, well, make a fake documentary as if with this time off in this like purgatory, as you would say.
from? Okay.
Is like this
Oh, yeah.
this middle ground of like not knowing what's going on with the new album.
Yeah.
Like, what if everyone got really mundane jobs around Stockport?
But mate,
That
I
was
fucking
it, and
loved
then-
being an ice cream man. It was fucking
Yeah. Then the
sick.
week after it was like, right, we've sorted it out with Stockport County. We're going down filming Charlie. So we filmed it all over. Like, filmed some of it in October and November. Then we finished Miles's bit in like just before Christmas.
That
You
was
know what I
the
mean? We
that
built
was
it
the
up because we had this time off.
Yeah.
And slowly built it up. And one of them, like, once we had the footage of each bit, I was like, this is actually really good. People are gonna like love this. So that's why.
It's so funny.
And my cousin did the voiceover because he's an actor, like a proper voiceover actor and a real actor.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does the
He
voice
won
of
a
the
BAFTA.
Teletubbies.
Yeah, he's the voice of the Teletubbies.
No way.
Yeah, he's the son.
Really?
Yeah. So he's done. So it sounded like real. I knew we had the tools to make it kind of look
Yeah.
good. So then
You should do a Teletubbies themed video.
possibly
I'd
you'd have the
love that.
contacts, wouldn't you?
I'd watch it.
I'd love it.
But that's why we did the fake argument
That'd be
to
new.
generate a buzz for the mockumentary. That was what the main focus was going to be for. Do you know what I mean?
So you presumably had people that thought it was real.
The fake argument. I think once the mockumentary came out, everyone knew it was
That it
quite
was so silly.
ridiculous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we left like a date at the end that the single was coming out. But before that, like the week before when we did the fake argument, some people were like, "Oh God."
So you had like a fake Twitter spat.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing about it was like that video that came out of me.
Which I filmed and edited.
Which Tom filmed with my phone, just in the pub. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
As if he's slagging me off, saying, "Oh, he's got big for his boots" and all that.
Right, okay, and then you put this out.
Then we released it. We got a blogger in Manchester to do it with us called Even the Stars.
Right.
So he's reviewed us from the start. So I was like, "You come down, you interview Joe, but Will." Basically, the interview turned sour, and you still filming when he said turn it off.
Right, yeah.
But I filmed it. Do you know what I mean? And then edited it, subtitled it, and then we released it. And he's saying I only get Uber execs everywhere and all this.
Which actually is me.
So then I replied to the video saying, I didn't call you the littlest man in India, I called you the biggest dickhead in India. And then everyone's went, so we were like, oh, fuck, it's worked.
That's amazing. So what would you sort of like people to think when they hear the new album? What is its sort of like its ambition?
I think as an album, it's like more of an album, which sounds ridiculous, but the first album for us, because obviously it was like, Tom had written these songs like when we were first a band, like
3 years apart, some of the songs.
And then this album is obviously written in a lot shorter space, and it's like So for us, it feels like
It's all from the same world.
an
sort
album.
of.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? The first one felt like sort of good singles we had over the sort of entirety of
Yeah.
our band up to that point, whereas this one feels like an album. Do you know what I mean? And it just so happens that I think they're all
Yeah.
singles.
You said it's you wanted it to be like Kylie meets New
You
Order.
are. I think that's what it kind of. A lot. So I said that about one tune, so it's kind of like. But there is other tunes which have a bit of that.
Yeah.
So
For my one, it's a bit sort of Daft Punk does Human League.
yeah,
in
well that's
places.
that's. Do you know what I mean? That's sick.
Yeah, it's good though.
Is it cool like you that's got the little robot voice?
Yeah.
Honestly,
You're
there's a
right.
video on my
Miles.
phone of Miles doing that in the studio. It's fucking hilarious.
Wait,
class.
so that's actually.
Miles plays it. Do you want me to show you?
Have you got it?
No, I've got him in my back. So we demoed it.
We might not be able to see it on here, but
I'll go to the camera and show you. Where do I show this to?
Yeah, get it here.
You can come closer.
Come here, we'll line it up.
Tell me when.
Right, he's focusing. Yeah, he's got it.
Now.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me rewind it.
Is that a bit more?
There you go, yeah.
So then they started demoing this tune.
exclusive.
That's what I mean, they started demoing this tune with that, and then obviously we're just doing our own bits. I think I was because we moved rehearsal rooms.
Yeah.
I was in there decorating, getting everything ready. I got this video sent to me. I was like, what the fuck is? I was like, what is this album
Miles
gonna
loves
sound
like Daft Punk.
Yeah, I was
doesn't
like,
he?
what is this
Right.
album gonna sound like? I was like, is it too far? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
obviously,
It's only like a middle eight, and it's buried beneath my voice, but it's like,
I reckon
why not?
live.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe you'll go full Daft Punk.
Yeah, we should get Miles a
third
fucking helmet
album.
with it in, do you know what I mean? Just for that bit where he puts on a Daft Punk
He
helmet.
can
does
just,
that.
lift his helmet and put that little pipe in.
We're embracing everything that we loved in music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why not? Why can't we put a talk box on it? Just because we're not two cool French people. You know what I mean? Miles can do it. So, but yeah, we want people to just like love it like you do an album. Do you know what I
I
mean?
feel like you get away with stuff that other bands or other artists won't get away with. Like people that sort of like love Oasis and Stone Roses and stuff still like Blossoms, even though like you're more of a sort of
Pop
glossy
act.
pop band
Yeah.
than an indie band, really.
I think that inevitably just comes from where you're from.
You think,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
And all them people,
And
they
the
love
tune.
Oasis, but they'll also love Never Too Much, Luther Vandross. They'll also love Don't You Want Me by the Human League.
Right,
They'll
yeah.
also love Around the World by Daft Punk.
Yeah.
People who are that strict at I only like Oasis and one other thing, it's like, they probably don't, do they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Realistically.
yeah.
That's what I
So
mean.
that's why they probably like us, because then I think we do appeal to that kind of broad.
well, just or even them, even like Oasis and all that. At the end of the day, just pop tunes. Do you know what I mean? There's tunes with massive choruses that you want to grab your mate and sing to. And that's what I mean. Like,
And
I think,
dance to as well,
Yeah,
so.
like, and then the thing of us being like mates and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And coming from like a town to going all born in the same hospital and stuff. It's like it's just real, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Tom was saying, before, everything's happened naturally with us, and it has. And that's the biggest thing with us. Is like we've not planned any of it. It's just fucking happened. Do you know what I mean? Which is weird.
Just still rehearsing the.
Scaffolding yard.
We've upgraded to another one in Stockport.
Oh really?
It's the new yard. It's
What,
got
another scaffolding?
No, it's not a scaffolding yard.
That's all we do is put down scaffolding.
We got too much gear for the scaffolding yard, so we had to.
Mate, it got to a point we came off tour and I was like, oh, I'll go down and look at the yard, see if we can remember rehearsing. I walked in there, literally opened the door, I was like, what the fuck? It was literally, the yard was like this sort of white room.
Smaller than this room.
Yeah,
Right.
but it was literally like floor to ceiling and it was just full and I was like, I remember bringing them going, we need a new rehearsal room, and they were like, oh, we'll be fine, we'll sort it out. And I was like, no, we need a new rehearsal room. So that was my job over there. You wrote a new album.
I wrote a new album, Joe got us a new rehearsal room.
That seems like an even
That's how it
split.
works.
The royalties were split even. They?
They are.
Yeah, good.
Because I'm a nice guy.
Best mate for 12 years, that's why.
Yeah.
You've talked before about how you wanted to headline Reading and Leeds.
Yeah.
Last year you were third to top,
Yes.
and you're
Champions League spot.
not, yeah, you're not doing it this year.
No.
No.
We did it 3 years in a run though.
Is that because you're holding out to headline next year?
I don't know. I don't think we'd headline the main stage next year. We could headline maybe an NME tent next year, I reckon.
Right. Okay. So we can.
Cheers, guys. But yeah, I think a headline act should have like 3 albums at least under the belt, really.
Right,
Especially
okay.
a band of art, because we haven't gone like huge mainstream yet. Do you know what I mean? Like when the Arctic Monkeys broke out, they were so big they could headline. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas it's not really like that with us, I don't think.
Unless this album does it.
Yeah, you just don't know. But like Joe said, we played it 3 years on the bounce, so I mean, that's why we're not playing it this year.
Yeah.
Which I'm good about because it's a great festival and it's mint. But also they want to change it up, don't they?
Yeah. Well, they got like a lot of criticism this year. A lot of backlash against the lineup when people saying like guitar bands.
Do you know what? With festival lineup, I sort of hate that because it's a festival lineup. Like, go if you're not happy with that headliner, go and fucking watch someone else. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
you don't have to go to one festival, do you?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. If that festival isn't the one, then go to another one. Like Isle of Wight, go to that one. If you're seeing guitar bands, that's probably got more guitar bands. Go to
Transmit.
Yeah, Transmit. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and it obviously like some cost more money and stuff, but it's like it's a festival at the end of the day. Like, say if you're watching, you don't like the headline acts, NME, go there. Do you know what I mean? They've got a headline you might like. Or then there's like comedy tents and that. Just do something a bit different. Do you know what I mean? You don't. It's not just necessarily like you have to be dead straight. Like, because obviously it's not as easy just going, oh, with this, I'm going to stick to this. Like, if you're a festival, like you want to, and even yourself, like go and watch the headliner. You might be like, oh, I hate him. You might watch him and go, that was amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might surprise yourself and be like, actually, that was really good and I really had a good time. Like, my mum and dad came back from Glastonbury a few years ago and they were like, we love Snoop Dogg. And I was like, what? Do you know what I mean? I was like, are you being serious? They were like, yeah, we absolutely love Snoop. I was like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? I was like, fair play though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do as well, mum. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Next thing they'll be smoking weed together. But
my dad already done.
But it's just weird. Do you know what I mean? It's like, just because like you sort of don't like it and you expect a guitar band, like the way music is at the moment, it's like it's not like that. Just go and surprise yourself. Like, I agree, like more guitar bands should be there, but that's not just with festivals. That's for everything.
Yeah.
But also, there's not that many guitar bands as there once was. But that it always comes in waves, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, in a few years, you might be sitting in, there might be too many. Do you know what I mean? And like everyone's going, I'm sick guitar bands. Where's grime gone?
Right.
Because that's what it'll be. Just be someone to moan about something else.
Yeah. Well.
That was my rant then, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, I just didn't say anything.
Let's leave it there, it's about to get ugly. They've been Blossoms, I've been Jordan Bassett, you've been watching NME. See you again.
Love you.